I'm Theron Q Ramacharaka. Now, Professor John Searle at UC Berkeley wrote a book called Minds, Brains, and Programs. Professor Searle is one of the world's leading advocates of philosophical anti-AI, where AI stands for artificial intelligence. Now, true, in the computer science world, there is such a thing as artificial intelligence. Yes, but philosophically, the artificial intelligence stand has it that computers, the relationship between computer hardware and computer software, or computer programs, stands as an analogy or as an explanation for how the human mind works. The anti-AI, the philosophical anti-AI stand says no. Computer hardware and software, the relationship between those, among those, does not serve as a description of how the human mind works and the relation between mind and brain, or however we want to look at it. John Searle says no, it's not a good comparison to be made. And I'm here to say there is nothing artificial about intelligence. However, the word program and programming does not just apply to computers. We can program, let's say, we can consciously program our subconscious minds to behave in certain ways, to do certain things, okay, that affect our conscious lives. And I want to discuss one of those. Now I want to bring in another topic here. I have given some tips here, shorts in this playlist about attention control. Now, attention is our mental faculty of, well, focusing mental energy on objects of attention, on specific things. When the mind is brought under good control, when we have pretty solid self-mastery over attention, and we are currently using it to focus on some specific object of attention, whether it's an idea or something coming in through our senses, that's called concentration. Now, attention and concentration should always be accompanied by calmness, accompanied by calmness and confidence. Otherwise, it can turn into strain, mental strain. So we always want to conjoin calmness and confidence and attention together, so that when we are mentally attending to things, when we are focusing, which we should pretty much always be doing, right? We are doing it with calmness and confidence. This is the healthy way to go about attention. So, I want to tell you how you can write, name, and execute a program that will give you access to your innate calmness and confidence conjoined with attention. Here's how to do it. And I'm going to put this in some terms that have to do, I'm going to use terminology that does have to do with writing a computer program, right? Giving it a name, giving the program a name, and then running that program by calling its name. Here's how to do this. You get in a relaxed state, sit down, all right? Straighten up, relax, take some deep breaths. Okay, close your eyes. And apply some rules that have to do with getting into your subconscious mind and giving it a set of instructions. Now, I'm going to give you this whole thing in two phases. The first phase should be done for 21 days before moving to phase 2. But when you move to phase 2, don't stop doing phase 1. Always do phase 1. Ideally, this should be done daily. You can do phase 1 for the rest of your life. After 21 days of it, though, you can start doing phase 2. Phase 1 is writing the program. Phase 2 is executing the program. But in our case here, we want to keep on writing it all the time, too. To always make it stronger. Always make it more available. Always make it more executable. Always make it more ready to jump into action, to come into your conscious experience upon the call of it by name. So phase 1 has to do with writing the program and giving it a name. Now here's how to do this. What we're after is a mood of calm confidence, conjoined with attention. Now I'm not going to give you, like a complete set of things to do here. There are things to do that, to follow up from what I'm giving you. This is just to get started with this. This is the basics. All right, here's the thing. When you get into this relaxed state, you've taken a few nice breaths to get your mind focused and your body relaxed in a seated, erect position with your feet flat on the floor and your eyes closed. Get your mind ready for focus. Okay? And here are the words to say to yourself. As you're saying them, focus your attention on the meaning of each word, to the point of feeling that meaning. Here we go. The word I, then the word feel, then the word more, and then the word calm. Now focus your attention here. Focus your attention on what? On the meaning of each word. Say them slowly. Focus. All right? I feel more calm. All right, this is for the first time you do this. First time you do this. Just to get the hang of it. All right? I'm going to give you something else to do before that here in a moment. But just to get started, just to get some practice with this, I feel more calm. Now you're going to say that 3 times in a row to yourself, but you're not going to do it the second time until you've made the first time true. You've got to make that first time true. You must invoke, however slightly, a feeling, a conscious experience of more calmness than you were experiencing just before you said those words to yourself and deeply considered the meaning of each word as you said it, as you said them. Now, I know you can do this. It doesn't have to be some sudden wave of total calmness. It just slight. Just enough to make the statement, I feel more calm, true. Once done, from that point of slight more calmness, now do it again. I feel, deeply considering the meaning of each word to the point of feeling it, okay? The meaning of each word. to the point of feeling it. If you can, with practice, you will be able to. More calm. Now, this will be referring to more calm than you just achieved after the first time you said it to yourself. You make this second time now true. All right? Once you've done that, you then do it the third time. I feel more calm. And then make it true. Okay, so now you've made each 3 times true with a cumulative effect. All right? Now do this all again right after. No other changes taking place. Go right into the same thing, following the same rules, 3 repetitions. I feel more confident. Okay? Now the calmness will be something that you feel through your whole body. That's generally how it's felt. It's something through your whole body. It'll be like a full body feeling. The confident thing will be largely felt in your chest area. That's usually the way it works for people. Okay? But now, each of these 3 times, I feel more confident, will have a cumulative, they will, the making them true will be in a cumulative fashion. And it is cumulative upon or added to the calm. All right? So this is a state of calm confidence. All right. Now, the way I gave it to you just now, that's just to get started with this. From then on, when you do it, this is phase 1, remember? From then on, when you do it, start with, I summon the mood of calm confidence. All right? So, here I would be. I'm going to do this, all right? I come home, I sit down, I get a breath. I'm getting ready to focus my mind on writing this program into my subconscious mind. I straighten out my back. My feet are flat on the floor. I get into position. I'm ready now. I close my eyes and I say to myself so that I can hear it, I summon. Consider the meaning of each word. Deeply consider the meaning of each word to the point of feeling them. Right? I summon the mood of calm confidence. Focus attention on this. All right? So you notice we're giving this thing, this result that we're creating, a name. The mood of calm confidence. Notice also that with that name we're issuing a command. The summoning of the mood. By name. I summon the mood of calm confidence. And then go through the process that I already gave you. Carry forth with this at least once a day, preferably twice. Once in the morning, once in the evening. For 21 days before doing anything else with it. That's phase 1. We give it a name. It goes with a command. The summoning forth of the mood. And then we're writing in the code that has to do with that mood. And we're making the mood go with the code. The actual experience of it. Okay? And we're putting this into our subconscious mind via the deeply considering the meanings of each word, via the making true of each statement as it's happening, and through the repetition. Not just the 3 times in a row, and the every day doing it, but also we're building the foundation for a mental habit here by doing it and only it with respect to it for at least 21 days before going on to anything else with it. All right. Phase 2. Remember, once you start to start phase 2, which is running the code, executing the program, or implementing this mood into actuality, into use, right? the actual summoning forth of the mood, still continue with phase 1 every day. Phase 2 is this. Start practicing at practice moments at first for a couple of weeks if you want. Preferably 21 days. Just practice moments before doing simple things that require a little bit of attention. Summon the mood of calm confidence. Like this. Let's say you're about to walk across the street and you remember, hey, I'm supposed to, pick a practice time here for running this code, running this program that I've been putting into my subconscious mind. Here's how to do it. Just before stepping out across the street, you just take a brief moment, just very brief. Focus your mind and deeply considering the meaning of each word, say to yourself so that you can hear it, I summon the mood of calm confidence. And then don't go through the rest of the process. Because this is phase 2 that you're doing when you do this. Simply make it true. Bring forth the mood. You know what it is. You know how to experience it. You've been working on it for at least 21 days. You've put the name of it into your subconscious mind. You've put the whole thing into your subconscious mind. The mood of calm confidence already existed within you. All you had to do was bring it forth each time you were making each of these statements true for the last 21 days at least. Now you've given the whole thing a name, and it's been associated with a command. Now you're being for real with the command. Make it true. Now, the first time you do this, it might just be slight. The running of the program might just be very slight, but the more you do this, the better it will work. And the more you continue with phase 1, the more of that program is there to be brought forth. Okay? So then slowly increase the applications, the circumstances, bring it into more and more difficult circumstances. Like at first it's just walking across the street. Then you might want to try something a little bit more difficult, building up slowly to things like when you know you're going to come home and your husband or your wife are going to yell at you about something. Just before you go in the door, then do it. I would not suggest trying, to run the program for the first time when, your 22nd day into doing any of this, right? The first day with phase 2, just before about to get into an argument with somebody. Build up. Okay? Then you can, now you've already conjoined this with attention because you've been using this, you've been developing this with attention. Now you can kind of like turn that around on itself and start applying the mood of calm confidence, running the program before mentally attending to things. So you can start doing it anytime you need to focus, which should be pretty much all the time. And there it is. See, there's really nothing artificial about intelligence. This is a pretty intelligent thing to do. And it's real. I'm Theron Q Ramacharaka. Be well.